Hello friends, this is sorry about the barking. This is the start of a multi-day vlog. And the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to redo this centerpiece. It's just too much. I have sat with this for a few days. I've moved it on and off the table a few times and it's just too much. Too much. So I am going to downsize this. I'm going to keep my favorite components of it. I'm going to go back to this smaller tray. And I know I'm going to have to eliminate some of this stuff, but we'll just see how it goes. I decided to switch to this tray because the other one was just too small. I couldn't get it to do anything. And I've already kind of pre-done this to see if it would work, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it step by step. Put a doily down. This doily is a little big, but that's okay. And then under this corner, it's sticky on my nail. On this corner I have a block of wood as a riser. And then I've got my cheese box here with my plate, and I'm going to put that in this corner all the way over as far as it'll go. And it's back as far as it'll go. And then in this little, let me see if I can turn it. This little space here, there's a little space. I'm going to put this, it's like a yogurt cup that we use as a juice glass, as a riser with a little doily on it. And I'm going to put my rabbit on there. Now I may glue dot him down so he doesn't fall, because we do have to move this. And then on this little riser, I'm actually going to put this little wreath in there kind of on an angle, and I'm going to stick this mushroom down inside there, and then I'm going to put this mushroom kind of in amongst the greenery. Ooh, whoa, just about fell. And I'm going to glue dot all this stuff down because I don't want this stuff to break. But just for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to take the time to do that right this minute. And then just over here in this corner, I'm going to put this chicken basket. And then coming out of the cheese box, I'm going to put this beads and just kind of drape them. Kind of like that. All right, I'm going to get all this stuff glue dotted in place, and I'll get the centerpiece back in the center of the table, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the final result, and I really like it. And what I did to make everything super sturdy and stable is I took the doily and I folded it in half, and I only have it on the half that you can actually see the doily, because having the doily up over the top of this riser, I couldn't make these really stable and sturdy. And that's why, same thing I did over here with the rabbit. And you can't really even tell it. You can't see that the doily is not all the way over there. And I really like it. I like it. It's got pretty much all of the same concepts or elements, but downsized. The only thing I'm not going to be able to put in there is this bowl of carrots. I'll just find another spot in the house to set that. And then the wooden mushroom that's got the toothpicks in it. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna leave it here on the table because it won't fit in there either. So there's one job done. I've got lots of little piddly jobs to do today. And I'm sure this video is gonna extend, I might have already said this, it's gonna extend over a couple of days. So got that job done. My chip organizing system out in the entryway is working pretty good. So I went ahead and I bought some different hangers. The things are adjustable, so I could probably just put one bag of chips per hanger. So let me go out there and do that, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get it all done. Well, that looks so much better, and these clamps are strong enough that I could actually get these tortilla chips. Now, some of the hangers I have just one item, and then other hangers I have two, like these pretzels, because the bags were really, really small. So the bags that are super skinny, one clamp wouldn't, or one hanger wouldn't work, but two, you can put two bags of similar items on the same hanger, and it worked out great. I like it a lot. Now I put a few extra up here just in case, and I have a bunch more. I can't remember, I think there was like 20 hangers. I got them off of Amazon. But yeah, so far so good with this method. It's working out really well. So the next little job I want to get done today is I want to pot these green onions. I had bought a couple of bunches of these for a salad that I made, and I didn't need them all. And I was trying to figure out a way to like preserve them. And I know you can just keep them in water on the windowsill, which is what I've been doing, and you can see they've developed quite the root system. But I was reading where you can actually plant them in soil and maybe keep them alive for a long time. So that's what I'm going to do. And so then anytime we need some green onions, there we go. So I've just got this pot. I got it for $1 at Dollar General. I'm going to put a paper plate under it because Travis drilled a hole for me. Travis is home this week because his shop is real slow with business right now. So they're kind of having a little shutdown. So be praying that work picks up for them. This is the first time I think Travis has worked there for 4.5 years, something like that. And this is the first time they've had to have like a, not a layoff, but just a week off with no work. So hopefully the economy will get better soon. So I put some of this potting seeds, it's seed starting mix. I got it at Walmart, and I'm going to add some water to it. I don't want it to be super wet, but of course you want it to be damp. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of water in there. Kind of let it set for a minute. When the soil's ready, I'll bring you back. I had to transfer it to this mixing pot or tub, tote, whatever, because it was just not working well inside that pot. It's amazing how much water it actually takes to get the soil moistened enough to actually grow something in it. It's very, very, very dry. So there we go. That is better. Should have just done it this way in the first place. It's a little bit too wet, but I think I will kind of squeeze it out as I put it in there. Get the extra moisture out of it. Maybe. I was watching the Veggie Boys. You should check out their channel if you don't watch them. And they're right now working a lot on transplanting flowers and seeding and stuff. And they were talking about how you don't want the soil to be super wet, but you want it to be wet enough to hold together when you squeeze it. And mine's a little too wet, so that's why I'm squeezing the extra liquid out. I had put this in this tote to begin with. I'm sure I probably would not have put too much water in it, because I would have been able to do it more gradually. But, all right, I'll finish getting this ready, and then I'll bring you back. have this hanging basket and it's lined with plastic. So I'm not planning on watering this like a lot, but I do need to keep it watered. So if it drips through, it'll catch it with the plastic. And I'll show you where I'm going to hang it. There it is, right there by the patio door. And that'll be nice because we can just reach up there and trim off some chives whenever we need it. Hopefully they'll live. I'm usually not very successful with plants, but hopefully these will live. Tomorrow is the lady that Olivia works for. It's her birthday. And so I'm going to make some brownies to take over. Sometimes I go and sit and visit with her. She has MS. She's in a wheelchair. And so I like to visit with her. Haven't visited with her for a while, probably a good 6 weeks or more. Just been too busy. But anyway, I'm going to make up some brownies. And I'm going to pick up some flowers when I'm in town today, and we're going to take her a little birthday surprise tomorrow. So I was going to make something from scratch, but I just don't have time today. So we're going to go with this, and she won't care. She'll be happy with whatever we bring her. This is an example of why you always crack your farm eggs into a dish before you put them in something that you're making. That almost looks like mold, but this egg doesn't smell bad. I'm wondering if it's not like the beginnings of a embryo. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but I'm definitely not going to be using this egg. I got a completely fresh cup and another egg. I don't know, my fingers smell funny after touching that egg, so I'm wondering if it was starting to go bad. But I don't know. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna wash my hands again because my fingers smell weird. Again, that is why you always crack your eggs in a cup. I don't know what that was, but it was not good. That is for sure. It didn't smell rotten like if I stuck my nose in there, but I had stuck my finger in it to kind of look and see what that was, and then my finger smelled kind of almost like a rotten egg smell. So this is a good egg. I'm going to check all sides of it. Yep, that's a good egg. That bad egg was a duck egg, and the ducks are really good about hiding their eggs. So it almost looked like it was a fertilized egg, and then there was like a demise that had just started. And maybe it was buried and we didn't catch it right away. I don't know. But don't run into that very often. In fact, that's probably the first time I've cracked a bad egg in, I don't know, a couple decades of having chickens. So, but I always do. I always crack them in a separate bowl because of that very reason. You just never know. massage twice a month. I go to 2 different places. The one place is where the spine and joint place where I get my chiropractor visit as well as a massage. And the other place is just an actual massage place, and she does relaxation massages and deep tissue. And I used to just get relaxation massages from her, but I'm getting deep tissue now. I have just found those to be a lot more effective. But it was such a beautiful day, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a scenic drive here, and it's a little bit of a different route than I usually take. The massage place is in a different part of town, so I come in from a different angle. And then while I'm in town, the Twice Treasured that I love so much is basically right across the street. And I have to go there because I noticed when I was doing my haul on Monday that blue jar that was $3.50, they never actually charged me for it. In fact, the tag was still on the jar, and so I am going to go in and pay for that. And there was also a couple of items that I saw I almost got when I was there on Monday, and then I just decided against it, and now I'm rethinking it. And so I'm going to pick up those couple of items, and then I also need to go over to the grocery store and just pick up a couple of things. So we're going to do that while I'm in town. I was a little bit aggravated about the not getting charged for that jar. This is the 3rd time they've messed up my order in probably the last year and a half. Twice they didn't charge me enough, and once they overcharged me. And this jar was only $3.50. So I was so tempted to just say, forget it. I am not going to go out of my way to make it right. Because I was just frustrated with the whole thing. It's like, but I knew I was going to go back to town today, and my conscience, I just couldn't. I mean, it was only $3.50, but that vendor that I bought that jar from would not receive credit for it, and they might think that someone just shoplifted it. And then when I got to really boil down to, it was, if I didn't go and pay for it, I would be stealing it, even though it was not my mistake. I did not shoplift it. I did not hide it in my basket and walk out the store with it. Knowing that it wasn't paid for, I would still be shoplifting. Not shoplifting, stealing. So I just can't. I keep my conscience. I cannot do it. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to tell them. And I'm going to tell them that, listen, this is the 3rd time in like a year and a half that the order hasn't been right. And twice it was in my favor, but I was honest enough to make it right. So it makes me really wonder how many people this is happening to. How many times are they losing money or not giving the vendor the credit for selling an item because they didn't charge properly? It really makes me wonder. All right, we're getting into town where there's a lot more traffic, so I'm just going to get off here, and I'll pick you back up when I get home. I told Olivia, I said, Twice Treasured is really quite fortunate that I vlog and do my thrift hauls, because if I was the average person and I got home and I didn't even look at my receipts, I didn't look at the prices on things, I would never have caught any of their mistakes. So yeah, they're fortunate I do that. Nope. How many people else in this area that shop at their store vlog and do hauls and actually pay attention to the price of things? So yeah, anyway, I'm at my massage place. I'm gonna go in and hopefully they can do something about my neck and my shoulders because they're killing me. Well, I am home, and oh my goodness, that massage felt so good. I wish I could get them done every day. every week anyway. Let me show you what I picked up from Twice Treasured and from Martin's. I just had to run in there and get a couple of things. So this is what I picked up, and you're probably thinking, what on earth? This is an old rusty crusty Pickett's Autumn Gold Sorghum can. It's corn syrup added. Okay, what's it say? Confectioner's corn syrup added to prevent granulation. Well, that's interesting. But it's from Sheridan, Indiana. So I just really liked it, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with it and where I'm going to put it. And then the other thing I picked up was this egg plate. I kind of collect egg plates, but they have to be extra special, not just your run-of-the-mill everyday egg plate. And I absolutely loved this because of the chicken on there. Most egg plates do have chickens on them, but I just loved that it was like ingrained into the pottery, and the color, that color sold me. I just love it. So that is all I picked up from Twice Treasured on this quick little trip. Now let me show you what I got at Martin's. Nothing super special and earth-shattering. I need to make some more dog food for Sally. I've already got some chicken in the freezer. I'm just going to do a small batch of dog food because I don't have very much chicken in the freezer, but she is going to need some before the next time I go grocery shopping. So I just got some peas and carrots and a small bag of rice, and I'll just use the chicken I already have, and I'm going to make up some more dog food for her. I was all out of my stick butter, and I want to do some baking later this week. I'm hoping it won't be in this video. It might be a video all on its own, but I needed some butter for that, and I also needed some all-purpose flour. All I had was bread flour, and it's not going to really work for what I'm making, so got some all-purpose. And then I just got a small bag of these bacon strips because I noticed that we were completely out this morning, and they were a lot more expensive at Martin's, which is the store I was at, than they are from Walmart or Tractor Supply. So I just picked up enough to last till we get to our regular grocery shopping, which is going to be next week, and then I'll get a big bag. And then these are the flowers I picked up for Miss Ramona, Olivia's lady that she cleans for. So we're going to give her that and some brownies for her birthday tomorrow. That is where I put the plate. Absolutely love it. It is so pretty. I liked the other one too that I had in there, but oh my goodness, I love that green. I love green. That's one of my favorite colors, and that color of green, I love it. I love it. It's so pretty. So let me show you where I put the plate that was in there. Put it in here. It's on my family room side of the kitchen. I've got two little narrow walls. I've got this one here, and I've got this milk glass. Let me shut this light off. Let me see if that helps. There we go. I've got the milk glass with gold, and then that's the green rimmed one that was in that display on my table. And then if you spin around to the opposite side, I've got like a matching narrow wall on this side, and so this is where I put my two yellow and white plates. And eventually I will find a plate hanger. I will get a plate hanger for that green one, and when I'm not using it in my display anymore, I'll probably hang it up above there. But like I said, I kind of collect them, but I don't just buy any old egg plate that I find. They have to be unique and special, and I have to really like them. So anyway, that's why I got that green egg plate. And then over here on my fireplace shelf is where I put that sorghum can. I did have a basket there, and when I put that basket there, I'm like, oh, I should have got that sorghum can because it would have looked perfect there. I like to collect old tins, but they have to be actually old, not just look old. not reproductions. I like the real thing. And so I've got this shoe grease can, which is the real thing. That is authentic. Down here I've got this gun oil. That's authentic. And I have some authentic can tins in my kitchen. But like I said, they have to be real, really old. I don't want reproductions. So anyway, I really like how that looks. And this is where we're going to go ahead and end this video today. I know it kind of ended abruptly, but that was Wednesday, what you just saw, the footage. And we had Bible study Wednesday night, and we had a really yummy dinner. We get together and have supper together and then have our Bible study. And because St. Patrick's Day is coming up, we had like a St. Patrick's Day themed dinner where we brought in corned beef. Someone brought in corned beef, and we had potatoes and carrots and cabbage and Irish soda bread, and it was really, really delicious. But the day just kind of got away from me, and we had that Bible study that evening. And so that's kind of all I got done on this video. And then on Thursday was the day Olivia went and cleaned, and I went and visited with Ramona, and she loved the flowers. And then I'm editing the video right now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's a picture of Percy that I took last night. He was asleep on the couch, and he just kind of had flopped his arm over his lamb toy that he got for Christmas. I just thought it was so cute. So I took a picture of that. I thought you might enjoy it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thanks so much for watching, friends. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. And we'll see you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye, friends.